Hey! Are you looking to buy or sell real estate? You've got questions, we've got answers. Welcome to the show, It's Gonna Be Great, featuring Matt and Jen from Home Team for You. And now, without further ado, it's Matt and Jen.
Hello. All right. Thank you, Jacob. You have this little voice that I hear in your intro.
It's the voice in his head.
You hear it too?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's relieving.
Ooh, yeah.
That's good.
Oh.
I like that one.
All right. Well, today in studio we have with us Gracie. Hello, Gracie.
Hi.
Gracie keeps all of us at Home Team for You organized and all of our paperwork where it needs to go. Right?
Yep.
Simultaneously disorganized.
No.
Whoa.
Mentally.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whee! And then Mr. Brendan.
Hey guys, I'm back.
I'm back.
Oh, no.
Good to be back.
Yeah.
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 Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. So we're going to start out talking about the spring selling market. And I guess, Gracie, you can talk about what you're seeing, your activity level for contracts and things like that. And Brendan, what are you seeing?
I mean, I'm definitely noticing a big uptick in listings, which is fun because there's a lot. Each one is super different, so there's a lot of like problem solving along the way and fun stuff. But definitely more listings coming on the market, so that's good.
This is really good news for inventory. Mm-hmm. Yay! More listings is good.
Inventory!
The scary voice next to me. Oh, Brendan, what about you?
Yeah, like Gracie said, more inventory coming on the market, which is nice. I mean, as everyone knows, it's been really competitive still, but hopefully the competition goes down a little bit with some more properties on the market. It makes it a little easier for our buyers.
Yeah, right before we started the podcast, we were talking a little bit about a TikTok scenario. Do you want to talk about that scenario with the getting people to sign right away option?
Yeah, so first time I heard this strategy, but I guess it was about an offer where, I mean, typically in most offers I've written, we've given them a day to respond. And in this scenario, since there's been a lot of competition, it's always a good idea to try to find, whether I want to say loopholes or different perspectives you can go at it and trying to get your buyers an accepted offer. And this person wrote an offer with a shorter amount of binding acceptance, and I'm not sure the exact length of it. Maybe it was a few hours or something, where they said, if you accept right now and not wait like a full day, we'll give you $10,000 extra, which I thought was a very good thing to try, because in a lot of offers already, people are paying $10,000, $20,000 over list price. So if you're the first one in there, which I think in this scenario they were, and you just tried to go $10,000 right over but gave them a shorter time to respond, maybe the seller would bite on it and be like, okay, this is enough for me. I'm happy with this. Let's forget the rest of other people coming into our home and the competition and headache, and just take this because of fair, good offer.
When I think from a seller's perspective, I think a lot of sellers are expecting to get that 10, 20 over. So if I'm going to sign it in a couple of hours, I'm going to want the over plus 10,000.
Okay.
So I'm greedy. Yeah. So I mean, your client would really have to be like all out. I would think for it. I mean, and it could work if you just said it, we'll give you 10,000, but they figure, well, I'm already going to get 10 or 20 if I just stack up some offers here. So
Right.
got to go big.
Maybe
yeah.
40 would work.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's off of what? Like market averages, right? Just in the way that the market is right now.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the main point is trying new things, because you want to stand out, and I've never heard that before, and that stood out to me.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think you should stand in front of the listing agents with a boombox over your head and singing.
yeah, I would. I mean, whatever I got to do for my buyers, right? But I mean, if they didn't accept it and you tried, you could still always try to counter it or write again. You know, you don't have to give up there, but it's a nice, fresh, new perspective, I thought. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I have, I've been seeing on our back end people writing offers and then giving short time frames. They're not adding, extra things, but they are just giving short time frames thinking, hey, my offer is pretty fantastic. You should sign it. And that isn't working. The sellers just wait. Right. So it would need to be pretty fantastic.
Right.
So.
But try new things, right?
Yeah. I mean, you definitely want to, especially if your client doesn't have, maybe they're 3% down or something like that, and they're giving their highest and best and they're doing a great job, but that's what they can do. It's like, okay, well, let's try and do a shorter time frame and see. And like you said, sometimes there will be people that think that maybe they aren't going to get that much money, and they're just like, I'm good. Just lock it in. They don't want to take the risk. Have you come across the folks that are kind of risk averse?
Right. No, I like that. And I think, like you said, some people's budgets just can't compete with some of the competitive situations in the market. So if you do have a buyer in that scenario where 10,000 over is the best that they can do, then at least you're thinking outside the box and just trying different things to try to help them out. Right. Because obviously not everyone can afford to bring 40,000 extra to the table for a property, What
are you seeing for the craziest amounts over, Gracie?
Well, the biggest one I saw recently was like almost 100,000 over.
Woo!
What?
Yay! Yeah. Yay for our seller.
I checked at least 5 times to make sure that I read it right.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes people are just like, I'm doing this.
That is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That overage is more than we paid for our first 2 houses.
How times have changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our first house was $89,900 and the taxes were $1,400 a year.
God.
I don't think the one in Sun Prairie was that much over that. It was maybe 104, I guess.
Yeah, I think it was 104 and it was a house like right on Rustic, which is by the post office here in Sun Prairie. 104, I think we paid for it.
I think we stuck 15 into the basement and finished that off.
Mm-hmm. That's how much my dirt cost.
I know, it's nuts. Yeah, it's for real.
Can you move that cord? Just pull
Where
it
do you want it
closer
to
to Matt.
The thick part, not that part.
This cord.
Yeah. There we go. We're having issues. There we go.
That's much better. I don't have a cord across my face.
I saw you over there.
Yeah, I was impressed you guys were able to stay focused while I was in the background.
I was concerned it was going to hit me in the head.
Yeah. I wasn't.
Gracie was laughing at me.
I
know, Gracie was laughing. I was like, something good's going on. I can't look.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. So we have our word of the day, or our concept of the day.
Okay.
HOA. Anybody know what HOA stands for?
It's like House of Pancakes, House of Apples.
No.
House of
Is that
Alligators.
Homeowners Association?
That is Homeowners Association. All right. What?
And that is the last cheer you'll hear for an HOA.
I would say, I would probably say not a cheer sound. I would say more of a boo sound.
Well, can you give a definition of a homeowners association, and then we can talk more about it?
HOA is like make and enforce rules in certain subdivisions and areas.
And they charge you a ton of money.
And they charge you,
they charge you a
they
fee.
charge you a fee. Like a month. Well, some are yearly, mostly yearly, I think, from what I've seen. Mm-hmm. But for common area maintenance of the neighborhood to make sure it looks pretty.
Flowers at the entryway.
Mm-hmm.
But then they're like,
Grass.
I'm not a big fan of HOAs. So, and honestly, I haven't met a lot of people that are.
Why?
Because HOAs can enforce rules like, oh, you can't put up a fence. And, oh, by the way, you all have to have matching mailboxes.
What's wrong with matching
and
mailboxes?
if you want your house a certain color, you can't. Sorry.
Can I play devil's advocate to you?
Sure.
So you're purchasing a house, and you put all of your money in the world into this property.
Okay.
And then somebody decides to roll in a trailer on a truck, and it's only 500 square feet, and they're going to park their giant mixing truck in front and have their cows and their chickens next to
And they paint their
your
trailer purple.
super awesome $1 million property.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah, did your value just go down or up?
Well, it depends. Are they parking on the road or are they in their driveway?
Right next door to you.
They're right next door to you. But your square footage is like 2,000. Theirs is 500. They have cows. They have chickens.
Okay.
Etc.
Okay, since I'm
And
not,
a really big satellite
You're not
dish.
gonna win this
am
one.
I in an HOA or am I not in an HOA right now?
You're not. You're not in an HOA
not.
because there's no restrictions. They can do anything they want. Oh my goodness! They just started mowing and they got a little of your yard. Whoops! Nope. Keep going.
So you know what I'd do?
What?
Here we go.
I'd either one,
I'd let their chickens out.
I'd do some landscaping to maybe put up some tall trees for a little more privacy.
It's gonna take a while for them to
Still not
grow,
gonna help the
yo.
value.
That truck's going to be there a while.
It's not gonna help the value, but
No.
the truck parked in their driveway is gonna kill the value. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, it won't hurt your value. It won't help your
Well,
value.
he comes in every morning at 3 a.m, and the truck's really loud. And
Okay.
it says right on the truck, really loud at 3 a.m, and it's right there in the driveway.
Bright red.
Well, I feel like without an HOA, there's
Good
usually
fire.
like quiet hours in neighborhoods, right? So
No.
No.
There's no.
That's at camp.
I feel like in most neighborhoods, like you can be disruptive at night and not be a part of an HOA.
That's like a
that's
college
thing.
dorm. But a lot, I mean,
think so.
people are respectful and they realize, like, hey, it's past 10 o'clock. Maybe I shouldn't set off my fireworks in January.
Right.
But not everybody does.
Right, but you can definitely still call and complain.
Yeah.
And have
Haven't you
some
ever heard of
insurance.
the beer can house?
Yeah, but no, I still want to be on this topic because I love it. I love this back and forth. It's good for perspective, from
Yeah.
my perspective. If I'm a home buyer who I just spent, just for the example, if I just bought a $400,000 house, I don't want someone else telling me what I can and can't do with it.
But you also
Obviously,
don't
in
want
your
the neighbors
situation,
painting their house purple and
In the
pink.
scenario you just explained, it's very far out there, I think.
Well,
There's definitely problems with
could-
the neighborhood, but I would say a lot of HOAs are just sticklers about things.
Sometimes they go way over and above and there's too much. And you would think if, like, somebody wants a fence, it would be like, okay, let's go to the developer and let's get permission. Let's have some, common sense about things. That would be helpful. But
Right.
making sure that you have similar square footages and similar quality, it does really matter for your value.
It's also kind of nice because you have those boulevards when you pull in the neighborhoods that have flowers and plantings and trees and mulch and stuff down.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
And if
Yeah.
nobody took care of them and there's nobody paying for that HOA, what do you think they look like?
Yeah, we actually had
know.
that when
We
we
had it,
lived in, bleepity bleep, but nobody took care of the
my favorite neighborhood.
the common area, and it looked terrible.
Yeah.
It looked
Sure.
really, really bad, and we were, and they were, $300,000-$400,000 houses, and at that time, that was a higher end home, and you pulled in, and you were like, well, those plans are dead.
I can definitely get on board if you're
Thank you.
paying it. No.
Oh,
I
we're
can
not done yet?
definitely get on board with like maybe paying for actual common area maintenance, but that's one thing compared to
Yeah, one
I
thing
can't
that,
park my boat in my driveway for 2 days because someone who's on the board in this specific neighborhood tells me not. Because Jeff across the street says I can't.
Yeah.
Park it
No.
in his driveway.
But
Park it in front of his house on the street. Then it's
I
not in your
think-
driveway.
yeah, but you probably can't. I don't know. There's so many different specifics, but I definitely can appreciate the sense of I want someone to take care of the neighborhood because obviously you want to live in a nice area. You want everything to be pretty. I definitely get that. But like if I want a fire pit in my backyard or if I want to put up a fence just because I want a private backyard, why should someone tell me no?
Do you yell to people?
Which
"Get
is
off your
why-
grass"? Get off my grass.
Which is why when you're buying a
Off my
home,
lawn.
you should definitely know what the HOA rules and regulations are.
Just look at the camera and do that.
Here, here.
Yes, I did. And if you have questions, you can
We
call
got
me.
answers.
If you have questions, we have answers. But I don't know.
Yep.
I think there's pros and cons.
More and more, I have been hearing about HOAs in transactions and buyers just flat out saying, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm kind of the mindset you need a basic kind of rules on square footage and, what you can make things look like. I don't care what your mailbox looks like. I don't care if you have a fence.
We actually
you know
lived
what I
in a
mean?
neighborhood that required a wood mailbox.
Yeah, and they were gonna come with a baseball
HOA.
bat and
Somebody did come with a baseball bat.
take you out.
Non-related.
Wait.
Non-related. Yeah,
Somebody took out our mailbox.
yeah,
And had to replace it.
yeah.
From the HOA?
No, not from the HOA. No.
Pay your dues.
I'd believe it. They'd be like, it's past the 2 days. This is gone.
Yeah, didn't somebody put up like a big musky kind of
But it was wood.
it was wood, but it looked like, not classy or something like that. So there was like a huge uproar, and we were like, we're moving. It wasn't ours, but we were nope.
I think the number one thing I hear the most if it has an HOA is, can I put up a fence or not? Just from my experience.
Well, Jacob, you probably have HOAs or requirements for your neighborhood, don't you?
HOA's up the A. Yeah.
Color of the house, size of the house, location.
Some extra gables. You think you need them because
gables.
you can't look too much like your neighbor's house. This one's a ranch and you're a ranch, so you need to look like a 2-story, even though you are a ranch, because otherwise there's too many ranches.
Right. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's conflicting for me because in one sense we chose the neighborhood because it's so cute and has a certain charm and aesthetic to it. But the only way that you can get a whole neighborhood to have the same look is they all have to follow the same rules. So without those rules, the neighborhood would just kind of look however. It would be very, average, I guess.
It would be charming and cute.
Yeah, it would lose its charm. It would lose the thing that's special about it. But then there's also the power trip side. When you're in charge of making the rules, sometimes you got nothing better to do than get a little worked up over small issues. And following some of those rules seems kind of ridiculous at times. But I don't know. I'm very conflicted. Luckily, our HOA, they have a lot of rules, but they don't have a lot of fees. I think we pay $100 to $200 a year.
Probably for the maintenance of the
yeah
areas.
And I think we're on the closer to the 100 side. You have to pay like $200 if your house is connected to an alleyway, because they got to plow the alleyways or whatever. But yeah, I mean, unless you go live out in the sticks, I don't know how you're going to get away from a lawless land. Like there's going to be rules everywhere. It's just, what's your level of how much
tolerance?
How much freedom are you willing to give up for the sake of having nice stuff?
Cuteness.
Yeah.
Cuteness, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just like my fiance, her parents.
That was the last one.
Shout out to Killian!
Thanks. But her parents live on a cul-de-sac, and it's part of an HOA. And they were frustrated because it was like a newer expansion, newer build. And literally their house is directly across the street from themselves. It's the same house. Just across the street.
Yeah.
It drives them nuts.
Did they ever pull in the neighbor's house?
No, I don't think so, because they know where they live. But
Winning.
Yeah.
like they were annoyed because there's a
Did they ever
new
go in the back door of the
development.
neighbor's house?
So they wanted more deed restrictions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they were like, oh, well, it kind of would have been nice to know that the same exact house, like literally the same house, is just directly across the street from them.
Yeah. Like our HOA would have prohibited that. They were very strict. Like if you have the same floor, like basic model, you have to modify it enough so it looks like none of the other houses.
Jacob, can
Yes.
you have a fence?
Yes.
Sweet. I was
You usually can have a fence. It's just a requirement on what the
needs to
fence
be
is.
approved. But isn't like a lot of like cities or counties in general where if they don't have an HOA, there's some restrictions on what you can do in certain areas?
Some towns you can't have fences at all under certain...
Unless what?
Unless you have a pool.
Yep. Then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is put a pool in.
Put a pool?
Yep.
So what do you think the reason is why they don't want to allow fences?
Because they want it all to like look the same.
Open spaces,
open.
Yeah.
being
Wide
able to
open
have
spaces,
everybody
yeah.
just run and make it more of
Cut
a
through the neighbor's yard.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like the
My kid running
neighbor
around.
kid can go
I don't
to
have a
Joey's
kid.
house, and you know what I mean. You
For sure.
have kind of this more open. There's a neighborhood
privacy.
in Fitchburg where they absolutely will not allow fences, and the developer does not like the look of how it looks with fences. They want it all open.
Which I feel like a lot of people have concerns with fences just because of animals. You can always get an electric fence.
Yeah.
If you're HOA
You can
approved.
also get a fish.
Of course. Or
We use a tie because we
Or
didn't
fish.
have a
Not good
great
for
luck
electrical
trying to
fences.
Teach, trying to teach a dog to obey.
HOAs.
Yeah. I grew up in a
Can you tell I'm
neighborhood.
passionate about it.
No.
My neighborhood didn't allow fences, and it would have probably.
Got out. No.
I escaped
Has
a
it
lot.
come back?
Yeah. No, our dog got out a lot. It was a lot of. We had a naughty pup. Fence would have changed that, but
Are you in your new house yet?
not till April.
May.
April. Ooh.
It'll be
April
May.
8th or 15th.
It'll be May.
Yeah.
Ooh.
May
Tax
15th. It'll be
day.
May 15th.
Yeah.
Woo!
They can't tax somebody that's broke.
Yes, they can.
All money gone.
They totally can.
Yes, they can.
It's
Yes,
their
they
favorite,
can.
huh?
Yes, they can.
No, we already did our taxes. I didn't hit submit, but I already filed them. Like I just didn't hit the.
Chicken.
Yeah, I know. Anyhow, HOAs.
So May 15th,
Riveting.
you're moving in.
Love HOAs.
That is closing day. I think we're gonna move in maybe a week later.
So May 23rd
Something like that. Yeah.
or April.
Oh. Something like that. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna probably like paint our walls and stuff and do some little tiny projects before we get in there.
Just move in.
Just move in.
Well,
You've been waiting so long.
our lease doesn't end till the end of the month, so we have that leeway anyhow. So no reason to rush.
Are you good at painting?
No,
Just
gonna learn how.
That's what they all say.
I'll give you the number later for a painter.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So, have you guys shown property that was by something that somebody else, like your buyers, would be like, "What's that? I don't want to live by that."
Like a graveyard?
Well, it could be a graveyard. I
Yeah.
mean, can you
Quarry
think?
pit? Quarry?
Yeah. Any stories anybody would want to share or anything?
I remember in summer showing to someone who they were like in love with the house, and it had this big open window with pretty trees and stuff. And then they're like, that Dollar Tree is super ugly. I would not look at that.
So beyond the trees, there was a Dollar Tree.
Yeah. And they're like, nope, next house. I was like, okay, it has a really cute basement.
Yeah, I would say just graveyard thing. There's been a few just by a graveyard. And I love the jokes. When we're
Neighbors
there.
are really
They're
quiet.
Like, yup. That one, neighbors are really quiet.
Don't
They're
have
like,
to worry about the neighbors.
hope someone doesn't come knocking on my door.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, that's rich. That's good.
Yeah, I remember I was writing ad copy for a listing that my dad had a long time ago, and the property had this beautiful backyard with a fabulous pool, and just, I mean, you look, and there was the interstate. So you're out at your pool shaking as the trucks go by.
But it was close to a golf course, too,
But
wasn't
yeah,
it?
it was also very close to a golf course. So it was actually almost on a golf course, but you had this interstate of like, very
There's
loud.
the quarries. There's a Cottage Grove has a quarry that has a couple condos right next to it.
Yeah, and every now and again you'd,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Shake. Floor shakes.
yep. What made me think of it is of a while ago we had a listing kind of in between Madison and Cambridge, and there's the correctional facility out there.
Okay.
And guess who had a listing right across the street?
You?
We did. Yay. And the owners
This is a classic line.
the owners insisted that we would not tell anybody in any of the advertising that they were across the street from this correctional center. So we honored their wishes, and nobody would touch this place with a 10-foot pole, and everybody would come and say, "Hey, you know, what's going on?" So finally I said, you know what, we're just going to own this. You've never had a problem. We're going to let people know that you've never had a problem. And we ended up getting multiple offers.
This was a minimal correction. So
Yeah,
it's just
it was
like
minimal.
Was it just not a pretty building, or like were they
Well,
worried
you were in the
prisoners were just
backyard,
gonna come over,
and there's a
or-
pool, there's a pool in the backyard, and you would hear,
Inmate 12, inmate 12, come to the cafeteria, inmate 12.
so, I mean,
really
That's actually really good.
well, that's what it was like. And you could hear those things, but the owner had a funny joke that was like, you know what? I'm not worried that they're going to come and do anything to us, because they are getting up and out of here if they get
They're not
out.
gonna go across the street and commit a crime. They're gonna go somewhere
Yeah,
else.
they're
Right.
getting out of here.
Yeah, they're like,
so,
all right, I escaped. I'm gonna stay right here.
but yeah, so sometimes when you
Go
have
across the
those
street.
things, it's just nuts. But I couldn't believe it. Like, when we told people, hey, they've lived here for 15 years, they haven't had a problem, we got multiple offers. But before that, when people just showed up and went, oh, what's that? Nobody wanted to touch it.
I'm still impressed by that.
Yeah.
Like, I heard you, what you were just saying after, but, like, not really, because I'm still thinking
I wasn't listening, but I heard you.
That mic impression. Like, that's probably exactly what it sounded like, wasn't it?
I was there. Like, when I was taking the listing, I was out by their pool, and I'm like, did I just hear that?
Like, how often do you think they heard that, though?
Enough that, I mean, I was only there
believe
for
you're
like
still
an
stuck on that.
hour.
I am stuck on it. Could you hear it, like, inside the house?
I didn't hear it inside the house.
Brandon, come to cafeteria, please.
Like you start hearing it, like, what's going on with inmate 12?
I know. For real.
Oh, neighborhood drama.
Yeah, what's going on?
It was one of those things.
But you don't have to worry about the HOA.
Fences are allowed there, aren't they?
no HOA, no rules at all. They had a pool. They had all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I bet they could build fences in that community, huh?
Right across the
Yeah.
street, they have a whole bunch of fences
Yeah.
Yeah, POA.
made out of metal.
Oh, that was good. I would be so nosy. I'd be like, yeah, I'm all about what's going on with
Right
inmate
out there was
12.
binoculars looking
Yeah.
on to see what he could see.
Yeah,
Hey!
like, there he is.
What are you in for?
You get curious, go over, talk to him. Say, hey, I'm your new neighbor.
I think it was, I don't even know if it was fenced.
No, it was a minimal security, and they had a big like baseball or softball field
Basketball
out there,
court
and they would be outside and they would play.
just
and
hooping.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like they were just
Camp.
chilling at
Camp.
correctional camp.
Camp correction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
I wonder if they had quiet hours.
I bet they did,
Yeah.
and it was probably announced really quietly.
I'm sure there wasn't much going over the PA at night, huh?
Well, you
was
would
really
think that
good.
it wouldn't, but
I don't think I could do that.
we'll
What
try
you
it.
did.
Try
I'm
it.
kind of nervous.
Go ahead. You can do it.
What did you do? Did you just like...
I just went like this.
That's not it.
Inmate 12.
No. Put your
Inmate
hands
12, it's lunchtime.
Put your hands together more. Put your hands together.
Like
This.
over the mic?
Yeah.
Like this.
Inmate 12.
It's still horrible.
Inmate 12, recess is over.
All right.
All right, I'm done.
Gracie, would you like to
couldn't do
try?
No, that's okay.
Gracie, please try.
Try it, Gracie. You can't be any worse than
Price
me.
check in aisle 10.
I have to
Go
think of
for it.
something to say. Inmate 12, please put your clothes back on. Inmate 12.
That was good.
that was
That was way better than me.
Why is it always inmate 12? Why are we picking on this guy?
Well, maybe-
Poor inmate
Well, he's
12.
up to no good.
I told you a lot's been
Starting
going on.
trouble
with
in the
PA.
neighborhood.
Inmate 12.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's funny.
Clothes back on.
Yeah, put your clothes back on. All right, so
Pivot.
I have, I have an article, and it's about the new building materials that are revolutionizing home construction. So some of these seem kind of interesting, and I'm wondering if any of you've heard of them. So the first one they're talking about is bamboo. So instead of using traditional lumber, people using bamboo. Apparently, it is much
framing?
stronger and sturdier than traditional woods.
And better for the environment.
I feel like it's probably more
Is it?
expensive.
Yeah, I don't know that they use it for framing, but it says from durability to sustainability, the natural resource offers many qualities compared to more traditional materials.
I've been in a few homes that had bamboo floors, but that's like
Mm-hmm.
it. But bamboo's so like flexible for what you can use it for. Like I have a bamboo pillowcase.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I do too.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it make you
Super
sleep better?
soft. Oh yeah. Love it.
Bamboo.
Bamboo, yes.
It's made out of wood.
No.
Look at him. He's like, no.
It's made out of
Fine.
bamboo.
Have you
It's
ever
not.
heard, like,
Isn't
bamboo
bamboo wood?
sheets and stuff? They're like super soft.
Are you making stuff up right now?
No, I'm not. I promise
No,
you.
he's really not.
I promise you.
Bamboo sheets?
I
Yeah,
think we
bamboo
need to get
sheets.
something like that because ours
Yeah,
aren't that great.
I love my pillow. Anyways, building material. I'm just saying no. I can't say the word. I'm a stutter.
Well, please try.
Versatile. Bamboo.
What's wrong with
is-
that?
Yeah.
I was just
Good
a little
job.
nervous.
Versatile.
About
Versatility.
my pronunciation.
It's all good.
But no, that makes sense.
It doesn't make sense. I don't still understand how bamboo is soft.
Just look it up.
It says super softness right here.
Why?
So
But isn't bamboo a wood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they use
I
like
think
the
it's
pulp or
technically like,
something?
isn't it
I don't know what they use.
a land.
I just
No,
know
it's
don't
like
they're
like
not
koalas
trees.
eat
It's
it or
not a
something, or
tree.
panda
And
bears.
wood
I
and
don't think
bamboo
they're trees.
grows like
Don't-
at,
don't-
It grows
Panda,
super fast.
pandas eat bamboo, right?
Yes.
but for
Good job,
maybe
Matt.
bamboo,
He's like, I remember that
Bears
from
beat
when I
beets.
was 3.
He was very proud of that.
on the topic of using it as a building material, which is what we were originally talking about. I wonder how it compares in cost to like just regular
Pine.
lumber,
Yeah.
because bamboo grows at like such a faster rate. Like at first I thought it'd be expensive because it kind of sounds like a luxury right now, but it probably
Does it say in
grows
there
way
article?
faster.
That's why it's more like environmentally friendly. Because you're not cutting down
Says it's
trees.
stronger and sturdier.
Eco-friendly. I think it's going to depend on your access to the bamboo relating to the cost. You know, if
Yeah, if you live in places that grow bamboo, I'm sure it's a lot better.
probably a lot cheaper.
No way.
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 That makes a lot of sense.
But so the next one is, and I've never heard of this. It's called hempcrete.
Oh yeah.
I was waiting for the hemp.
What
I
is
knew
it?
the hemp was
Reinforced
coming
concrete
through.
with hemp.
Yeah, it says a hemp plant has a very thick pulp which can be used to create textiles such as shoes, clothing, as well as building materials. It's mold resistant, energy
Can you imagine
efficient,
the house starting on
termite
fire?
free. You knew that was coming.
Oh my God.
Sorry, it's too easy.
I'm waiting for the Three Little Pigs remake here.
Yeah. So I mean, I've never even heard of this ever, but apparently it's a
Instead of
thing.
sticking fibers
It
in
says
concrete.
as one of the oldest building materials.
So like
And with more and more states legalizing cannabis, hemp is becoming more attainable alternative
Oh.
to traditional building materials.
I've definitely seen TikToks about that.
Yeah.
Oh, the house is burning down?
No.
what material are we talking? Hemp?
Hemp.
Hempcrete.
Come on, stay with us.
Do you know that was used for like a lot of materials for like the Mayflower and stuff? Like that's what those ships were made out of. Like a lot
Wow.
of it, as well as like their paper and everything.
Cool.
Just random.
Interesting.
I'm just saying because we're talking about using it now, but it was used in the past. If you're wondering where I was going with
Mayflower
that,
came over and was
I
built
hope
with
It
hemp.
sounds like because
And they
it
got done, they
says
burned it.
yeah, one of the oldest building materials is
Yeah.
what it says.
See, that's
so,
what
They traded the
See
ships
it?
for the Indians.
no, I don't sound totally crazy.
yeah.
But with
They
bamboo,
traded the ships for the Indian. Oh,
to put in
shouldn't stop.
perspective, bamboo grows about like
Are you reading this?
35 inches or 3 feet a day, and like an oak tree grows
3 feet a day?
Yes, and an oak
Where?
tree grows like 3 feet a year.
I bet if you planted a bamboo tree outside the office, it would not grow 3 feet a year.
Well, not
A day.
A day.
Maybe
well,
not.
I'm sure it has to be in the
In China.
like
I was gonna say.
right growing
where it
condition.
grows.
But as far
we
as
need
then you have to pay-
pandas. I want pandas.
like
but then you have
that's-
to import the product, which then creates it to be more expensive if you don't
I
live
know,
next
Matt.
to it.
I was just trying to put in perspective of the growth rate.
Yeah,
Matt,
I'm,
be
I'm still trying
quiet.
to understand the Mayflower
Matt in the
concept.
podcast, be quiet.
That was just because when we're talking about different building material now that people are using, like that was actually used way back when. Like that's what they used
coming
for
back.
a lot of their stuff.
Yep.
Bamboo is not wood.
It's not.
What is it?
It's bamboo.
It's harder than hardwood.
I'm
I guess.
trying to find like
So versatile.
the difference in prices.
Interesting.
Pat, I'm gonna
Well,
send you a link
okay.
for a bamboo pillow.
Please
Hardwood
don't send
flooring costs roughly $4 to $8 per square foot, while more unusual hardwoods cost up to $10.
it. That must be for flooring.
Bamboo flooring has an average price of about $3.80. So it's like it can be up to like $7 cheaper per square foot.
What's the catch, though?
Pandas will attack
Pandas
you. You're very hungry, pandas.
The Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Panda.
Which you have to worry about if you live in Wisconsin.
Pandas? Yeah, absolutely.
Pandas.
Yeah, I mean,
They're everywhere.
What if they scratch it? Isn't bamboo like a little bit softer though, wood?
They just said it was
It's harder than hardwood. You're thinking that
It's
because
hard.
now you have bamboo
the
sheets
pillows,
and
yeah, I'm thinking about
pillows
pillows
in your
now.
head.
All right. So another
Bamboo, my sheets.
going away from our hemp onto the next, what they're talking about, and I've really heard about this a ton, is people upcycling storage containers. Anybody heard about?
Oh, yeah.
that?
Storage,
Yeah, there's
storage
an-
container houses?
There's
yeah.
an
Yeah, you
Airbnb.
bury those underground. That's your bomb shelter.
Sure.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you can do that, but you can see some of them. They will take multiple containers and make these ginormous
That looks really
properties.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's so hip nowadays, gotta keep up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how cool would you be? Like, there's probably not one of these in Wisconsin.
Oh, I bet there are.
Container houses?
There's
Okay,
probably a lot of she sheds in
Actually,
backyards
nobody
that
saw
are
those. Was
container
in
houses.
it was either Mexico or Dominican Republic. They actually were they sold them as container houses. They stacked them on top of each other.
Oh, really? I was just there. I didn't see anything.
That's because you were too in
You were
love.
not in Dominican, were you?
Yeah, it was. I'm sorry.
It must have been
can't
Mexico
stop.
then.
I thought you were Mexico.
Can't stop, won't
No,
stop.
I was in Punta Cana, which is DR.
Either Dominican Republic or Mexico. One of them had. They actually alongside the road, they had like a billboard and it had like stacked containers next to it, and they were selling them.
For like homes.
Yeah.
Those
So
probably
on a
aren't
3-story
as
home, you
cute
have
as
3
this
containers.
one.
All right. So this next one seems
is really
kind of
cool.
crazy. It says 3D printed concrete. A new technology has reached the home building industry and it brings a new sustainable option to the forefront through concrete. It's very common building material is now being used in new ways to
We had
make
one
the
of those.
building process more affordable.
We had
They
one of
say
those. Remember the
save an
concrete house?
estimated of 15% per square foot in building costs.
So this is basement or the whole house?
House.
It must be the whole house.
We had one of those listings before.
We did have a.
Really?
Yeah, the
It
guy
wasn't
was
a 3D printed.
No, he was a
one, but-
mason.
3D printed house.
But he was a mason, and all he did was they built the whole thing in concrete. The walls, like if you went to nail a picture on the wall, you couldn't do
The
it.
whole house was concrete.
Yeah, walls, ceilings, basement.
That'd be kind of cool.
This is interesting. In
That would
this
be cool.
article, it talks about that it's the technology is driven by developer of sustainable communities and modular homes. It's reimagining the future of home building.
How is that
I feel like that would take a long time.
and more expensive?
You just need a really big printer.
I'm trying to like.
I don't understand.
Honestly,
how
I
that
don't
works.
I don't
understand
get it.
how 3D printers like really work. So like, what is the material made out of?
You said concrete, didn't
It
you?
says concrete,
do you
3D
get 3D
printed concrete. I don't know how, but it's apparently it's on the list of the.
You brought up the topic.
I know. Well, y'all were supposed to read
That's
the article.
crazy.
Remember when I sent it this morning?
I can't. I have to pay for it.
What?
It says I have to subscribe to read it.
Oh well.
That's the wrong website, Brendan.
No,
I clicked the link she sent.
so you have access to it through your
Oh man.
WRA dues. You should be able to
Oh,
see it.
do I? That's what I'm paying for.
Yeah, you get access to these articles.
Oh man.
You just have to set up your account through there.
Come on, man.
And
shucks.
Shucks.
so lame
Okay.
excuses.
That's good to know.
Lame
Wah,
excuses.
wah,
I
wah.
want the in on these.
Yeah. All right, Jacob, do you have some games you want us to be doing here?
Could do the Colbert one first.
Well,
Too
we're
long.
we're gonna skip the
too
Colbert one, but I wanted to get to know our guests a little bit better, and so the first thing that I had in mind was seeing how much they had in common.
They're wearing the same color shirts.
We are. So Gracie and I are like the same.
Check.
Check.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you a few things, and you're gonna both answer at the exact same time, and we'll see.
Are you gonna like count down?
Yes,
when we
please.
Answer? So we answer at the same time.
Sure.
Maybe 3, 2, 1. It's
Yeah.
gonna be that quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll put an X. I'll see how many you guys have in common.
Okay.
All right.
I'm nervous.
So am I.
Actually, I'll just make a little tally right here. All right.
Okay.
First one. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Okay.
Wait,
You didn't
he
count
even
down.
He didn't count down.
Well, you got to
He didn't
give
give
answer.
him a
I was
chance.
going to say, you guys
He didn't give him a
answer.
chance.
Actually, this is probably a better way to do it anyway.
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
No countdown.
So no countdown.
I guess not.
Just yell.
You just answer. If you know the answer right away.
Gracie's going to be really loud. during
I mean,
this.
that was an easy one for me.
When I get excited, I get loud.
All right.
Get loud.
Okay,
Next
we'll just-
one.
We'll just roll with it.
Okay.
Netflix or YouTube?
Netflix.
Whoa.
Wow.
All right. 2 for 2. Phone call or text?
Phone call.
Oh, boy.
You spaz out?
Yeah. I couldn't decide.
That was hilarious. I'm going to.
Please record.
I'm
Gracie's in the middle.
Mark the tape.
I'm neutral. Don't talk to me.
We got to mark the tape on that one.
All right. Toast or eggs?
Toast.
Hate eggs.
Oh.
Hate eggs. All right.
Cardio or weights?
Cardio.
Ooh, we got a difference. Facebook or Twitter?
Twitter.
No, I don't use either.
Ice cream cone or snow cone?
Ice cream
Ice cream
cone.
cone.
Mobile games or console games?
Console games.
Card games.
Yeah.
That wasn't an option.
I'm not.
While you're
walking,
walking, do you prefer music or podcast?
Podcast.
Heck yeah, good answer. iOS or Android?
iOS. That's April, right?
Yes.
Apple.
Yes.
That's April.
April, yes.
Yes, it is.
April.
Oh,
What was that noise?
nothing.
Okay, carry on.
Form or function?
Function.
In what context?
Do you prefer how things look or how they work? Form or function?
3, 2, 1.
Form.
What did you say?
I said function.
Okay.
I didn't hear him. I was too nervous about the question.
Pop or indie?
Indie.
Really?
It's like nice for like a nice drive home.
Kind of emo.
You know,
Yeah, you lost me there.
Okay.
kind of sometimes.
Sometimes. I like.
It's just chill,
Yeah.
clear the mind.
You don't chill
Get
with
you in
your
the
emo?
vibe.
No,
It can be like
That
nice,
chills with his country.
nice for sunsets.
that's right.
Nice for sunsets. Nice for just having on in the background when you're working.
They have hemp concrete houses.
Yes.
Yeah.
They burnt down.
Oh yeah. Anybody with a hemp house said indie.
I like
All
this
right.
game.
All right, let's keep going. Cake or pie?
Cake.
Swimming or sunbathing?
Sunbathing.
That's
Sorry.
Why are you
What'd
apologizing?
say?
Swimming.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I can't. I'm not a good swimmer.
I like to pretend to be a mermaid.
Fun fact about me. I like hate swimming.
Oh.
Hate it. Because I can't swim. I'm just not a good swimmer. I
So
get
you're
bullied.
drunk.
You know, we could practice on this.
Swimming? Mm-hmm.
Could be like you can practice. You can practice your intonation while you're swimming. You could be like, "Hello, my name is Brendan."
when I'm swimming.
As you're swimming.
I don't think I could. I think I'd drown. I need to like, focus on swimming.
But we would be
I
practicing
always
your
get left behind.
intonation, so you'd be thinking about your call and not drowning. I'd
That's
be
for
like,
doing the
just
back
keep
I would
going.
drown.
Yeah, he would swallow water.
I would do every time I'm underwater. I somehow swallow some, and I don't know how.
I promise.
Keep your mouth shut.
That's what I know.
we would video
how it keeps
record it.
happening.
How about we only put you in 3 feet of water?
That'd be good.
You
Okay.
can still drown in 3
I
feet
could
of water.
s-
Yeah,
I
you
could
can
sit
drown
in it.
in like an inch.
That's right.
Oh boy, sorry.
You can't swim in an inch
Sorry,
of water.
off
though.
topic. Next question.
high tech or low tech?
High
High
tech.
tech.
Yeah. Big party or small gathering?
Big
Small
party.
gathering.
I'm
Really?
21.
Really?
I'm 21.
You like a big party?
I like to not talk to people at a big party and just like do my own thing.
That's probably.
She
goes and
gets.
dances
She
in the
likes to get
corner.
lost.
Yeah.
That adds
You can
up.
get up to more shenanigans if there's a lot of people there.
Oh,
Heck
yeah.
yeah.
You're less
Right.
noticeable.
Heck yeah.
Mental note.
New clothes or new phone?
New clothes.
Oh.
Rich friend or loyal friend?
Loyal friend.
Football or basketball?
I don't care.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I don't care.
None. She said.
Basketball.
Bob's Burgers.
Basketball Bucks, baby.
Go box. Go box there. Okay. Work hard or play hard?
Work
Play hard.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
Wait a minute.
I mean, work hard.
Nice car or nice home interior?
Home
Nice home
interior.
Yeah, realtors would say that. All right. What's worse, laundry or dishes?
Dishes.
I love
Laundry.
both of those things.
Oh, you're
Huh?
hired.
I
You-
love doing dishes.
I hate it.
Really?
And I like folding laundry and like especially socks.
What if there's like day old avocado, chicken grease, and ketchup on the plate? You're still like, this is fun.
I mean, I'm
It's
not
a
like,
challenge.
I'm not
Never
like,
gets to that point.
oh my God, yay. But I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do the dishes for a little while.
Huh.
Definitely
clean-
definitely make the best of it.
If I clean, I got to do like everything.
Me too. I
If
get
I'm
into
like doing the laundry, I'm cleaning the floors while the laundry's going. You know, just try to
Interesting.
knock it all out at the same time.
That sounds like a lot of energy. So are you
Have you
saying
met
you
And I
hardly
hardly groove. I'm just like busting around.
Ball-
my apartment,
It's a ball
I'm
of energy.
cleaning
figuring it
now.
out. And every time I'm done, my Killian works from home. After I do anything, I'll be like, Killian, I did this. She'd be like, yeah, I know. I'm right here. I know you just did this. You told me to get out of the way. How does it look? You know? Come on, don't you feel good when you get done cleaning something? You're
Like when I
"Man."
turn on the Roomba and it's done, I'm like so good.
You're like, damn, Matt,
I'm like,
look at I just did that.
Like, Matt, could you
like,
empty
yeah, I
the
know, it's
Roomba for
annoying.
me?
When
tired.
when I call the cleaners, I take
Yeah.
a good nap afterwards. It's very refreshing.
It is.
All right.
But it looks so good.
The Roomba really is nice.
My Roomba keeps getting lost. And
That
then
is the thing.
You know, there's an app for that.
I think that would scare my cat if I had one of those. She'd be like, what the hell is this rolling?
Sadie
at me?"
doesn't even care at all.
Nope.
She's just like you again.
our cats used to care for like a day. And they're
And they
like,
got over it.
They don't care now. Yeah.
It's like if Sadie didn't shed so much, a Roomba, we wouldn't need it, but it needs to just chase her where she
Yeah.
goes because she sheds. Yeah.
Put on a leash behind her.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, let's do a few more.
Okay.
Jogging or hiking?
Hiking.
Cool. Burp. Bath or shower?
Shower.
Sneakers or sandals?
Sneakers.
Sandals.
Schnattles.
Glasses or contacts?
Glasses.
Glasses. I don't have any either.
Okay, I'll just say you said glasses, so I'm
It's like
going.
glasses because I have blue light glasses, so I guess.
You do?
Oh.
Yeah. Can you see how often I use them? I think I wore them in here once when I had my black eye because I fell on my face.
Oh, I do remember him now.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tripped. That's the end of that story. I just tripped and fell.
That's the end of that story.
That was the end of that story.
Well, all right then.
That's
That's not
all that happened. So
that's not going to make a clip on the social
I
media.
mean, I was embarrassed about it. What do I want to do? It's not like I was like, "Hey guys, guess what? I tripped and fell on my face." Isn't that great?
Is that when we put makeup on you?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I had an appointment
Yeah.
and I had a black eye, and I was like, "This is awesome."
Yeah, I do remember that.
That's hilarious and sad.
Down, right on my face.
So if you fell on your face, how'd you get a black eye?
Because,
Bad
you
aim.
see, I
But
fell
don't
on my
your nose-
face,
shouldn't
like,
your nose
right
stop you?
here.
Oh.
It was like right on this bone.
So you
Yeah.
fell on the side of your
Somebody
face.
else got a giant bruise there from our laser tag party too.
Did they?
Yes. She hit her face
On the pole.
straight onto a
Oh,
pole
no.
right as I
Yeah.
was like, she was going to go get somebody with laser tag and poof. I'm like, are you okay?
Yeah, that.
She's like, let's get him. I'm
Did
like,
Gracie fall on her face too? Did you fall on your face?
I fell, I tripped and I rolled down the ramp and I almost kicked Dom in the face.
Really?
Yeah.
There's
I
got to be
fell,
video
I fell
somewhere.
a couple times.
Security cam footage.
I fell a lot though.
There's a lot of injuries in that laser tag. It was vicious.
yeah.
So fun.
That's funny.
It was
a great
amazing. It was amazing. All right, let's do 3 more.
time. Okay.
Hamburger or taco?
Hamburger.
Hamburger.
Cool. Couch or recliner?
Couch.
Oh, you guys are missing out. Just saying.
I'm like, recliner couch. Yo.
All right. Online shopping or shopping in a store?
Shopping in a store.
Really?
I need to touch stuff.
I like to try it on before I buy it.
I don't like trying stuff on.
So
It's just
why
like-
don't you just order online then? You're not gonna
And
try
then-
it.
I
Send
like
it
to
back.
I like to touch it.
But
Like-
you can touch
I
it
like
and then
to
send it back.
touch it.
I wear a
I-
lot of Lulu. So
Who?
like I wear a
Lulu.
lot of Lulu,
Hulu?
Lululemon?
Lululemon, and it's just like a different vibe when you're there. You know,
Yeah, you're not
go
selling this.
in, to feel all the clothes, try them on.
I'm super ignorant. I thought Lululemon was just like girls'
For
yoga
women.
pants.
No, I'm wearing this is a Lulu hoodie.
Sweet.
It's super comfortable.
Am I getting confused with something else?
No,
Okay. That's the pyramid scheme company, right?
no.
Then
That's
what?
LuLaRoe.
Oh.
It's
That's
just like athletic
Okay, but I
clothes.
have some of those leggings. They're amazing.
Do
gotcha.
you sell
Yeah, a little bit. No.
them? No, like shopping in a store.
I think they're gone now.
I like shopping. No, I've definitely seen them. Maybe not. I might have seen them like at Goodwill.
I saw a documentary about them. I think they're belly up
I
and in
like
trouble.
in-store shopping when it's like Goodwill,
Yeah,
like thrifting.
isn't it nice though? Like I do a lot of shopping with my mom. Mm-hmm. It's nice to just go hang out with my mom for an afternoon and like get a nice lunch, catch up.
And then sometimes
You
she
know?
like buys you stuff.
Yeah. Like lunch.
Clearly, I'm a lot
Sometimes
older
stuff.
than they are.
I know. I'm like, I don't go shopping with my mom.
I don't go shopping.
Well, I don't know.
We just order.
It's
it.
just my mom. My mom likes to shop. So do I. And I like my mom. Well, I love my mom, so I want to hang out. So we just hang out. Go hit the mall. Go to Chili's. I don't
Go
know.
to Chili's.
Hell yeah,
My
player.
mom loves Chili's. Shout out my mom.
Shout out
Thanks for the review.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
My God. All right, let's just do one more.
Yeah.
Would you rather receive an email or a letter?
Letter.
I meant to say letter. I really
Froze.
didn't.
You just froze.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I've
Well-
never received a handwritten letter.
Never?
Oh.
I
Never?
don't think so.
That's really
A
sad.
mental note.
Let's all start
I'm like,
sending
you don't
Brendan
get anything from me?
letters.
I've never sent you anything. Not
Yeah.
in the mail, but I've written you cards.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a card. I've
yeah.
gotten a handwritten card, which is nice. But
Which
no
is
one's ever
nice.
written me
like
a letter.
that comes in your mail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best feeling. My friend
Yeah.
and I do that for each
Yeah,
other.
that would be
You pen
nice.
pals?
Yeah.
But have you guys all other than a card, like not a birthday card,
Yeah, we're back before the internet revolution, so we did get mail. And
Like letters?
And wrote letters, yeah.
Like letters, like,
Did
There
you
was
ever
no
get?
email-
Did
there's
you
no
ever
email
send
back
each
then.
other love letters?
Us, no.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
No, we didn't, did we? No.
that'd be cool.
They just
No.
did. They just had the ones with the circle,
I'm
yes
gonna
or
start
no.
sending random addresses, love letters, handwritten love letters, and just
Yeah.
incite chaos.
Kinda inspired me.
Who's that from? I don't know.
be like, Gracie loves you.
I wouldn't use my real name.
Use a name
Hey,
like
want to be pen pals? Just random Addie.
Yeah. And be like, secretly, I've been in love with you for 30 years.
Just kind of mess with them. It's like, hey, it's your secret admirer. You
Wow.
take that.
This is
Yeah.
Take that
diabolical.
somewhere. That could be a movie.
Yeah.
I know.
That is
Next
actually like a
week.
really creepy thing that happened one time in a town.
What?
Oh, not to you.
I listened to a couple podcasts about it.
Some crime junkie.
Some crime
Yeah,
junkie,
how'd I
yeah.
guess?
Crime junkie, morbid, and that's why we drink. Have all done episodes on it.
And that's why we drink?
Yeah, it's a true crime podcast, and they talk about paranormal stuff. So it's like,
Ooh, double whammy.
yeah, a little of this, a little of that.
I've listened to crime junkie.
I love crime junkie.
Well, I have like 100 more questions, but I'm going to stop there.
Thank you.
But the score, I mean, if we're keeping score, just so you guys know, you're 2-1 as far as what you have in common versus differences.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait,
So you had 20 things in common and 10 things that you disagreed on.
Wow, we
Cool.
did 30 questions
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think that's legit.
for our BFFs.
Yeah.
Sweet. Hell yeah.
What's Killian's number? See if she answers the same questions.
Yeah.
I want to be BFFs with Killian, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. She's all right. She's pretty cool.
She's all right.
She's aight.
She's pretty cool. She's a good roommate. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We're good friends. I'm kidding.
You feel so bad saying that.
No, it's actually.
I'm
a
kidding.
joke that we say. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Mm-hmm.
Just when people are like, "Just your girlfriend," I'm like, "No, it's my friend," just to make her mad.
Is she at home right now?
Yeah.
Let's call her.
No, should I?
Yeah.
Why?
He says no. Should I?
Should I? Why?
What would I say to her?
Here on the podcast, we have some questions for you.
Brendan Grabowski is now inmate 12.
Yeah, I don't know.
Will
I
you
think
bail
she
him out?
would-
Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Could try, but she is working right now.
No, she's not.
I think she's on lunch.
Yeah.
I think she's on lunch. If you guys actually want me to ask her something, I
We're
will.
going to ask her those questions.
All 30 of them.
Oh, maybe half of them. Maybe the ones that you answered one way and Gracie answered the other way.
I didn't keep that much track. I just tallied which way.
2-1.
I don't really want to put it as a competition of Killian versus Gracie.
Yeah, no, that makes me uncomfortable.
No, I just want to see if you answered the same questions that you answered the same as what Killian would answer.
I think you probably know the answer for all of Killian's.
I probably do.
Yeah.
Probably do. I like to think Killian and I have a lot in common, yes.
Which one would you be totally different on?
Which one would we? Ooh, I don't even remember all of them, though.
Dogs or cats?
We both love dogs.
Netflix or YouTube.
Both love Netflix. Yep.
Phone call or text?
She's probably text. I'm more phone call.
Really? See,
Yeah.
that one surprised me. For both of you, you both answered phone call, right? Or
No,
Gracie
she-
went,
Gracie went,
Yeah.
Gracie couldn't figure it out.
But she meant phone
typical.
call.
That broke her.
That's okay.
Interesting. Do you want me to keep going?
yeah,
I guess Matt really wants to know.
I really want to know.
Let's learn more about Killian without her being here.
Yeah.
Toast or eggs?
She would like toast. So do I.
Cardio or weights?
She would actually like weights, and so do I.
Facebook or Twitter?
Twitter, both of us.
Interesting. Ice cream cone or snow cone?
Ice cream cone, both of us. She has like one a day.
An ice cream cone or just a bowl of ice cream?
Ice cream cone.
What?
She has like the. It's not even ice cream. It's like frozen Greek yogurt, salted caramel covered like a drumstick, but it's not. Like it's healthier, you know.
Those
Ish.
are good.
Oh,
She has like one of those a day. And then
like
my-
it's
and
already
she-
put together in the freezer kind of
Yeah,
deal?
it's like a stick.
Yeah. Oh,
You know.
got you. Okay.
Yeah. She loves those.
Okay.
I had to buy like 2 packs from a week. Because I only sell like 4 in a pack. It's super annoying.
You know, I'm addicted right now to these fudgesicle things from Costco.
I need to go there.
They're
I'm dying
organic,
to go
100
there.
calories each.
How many?
100.
Oh, yeah.
Hundo.
So you had like 8 of them?
Yeah. That's a meal. It's awesome.
Yup.
It's got everything you need. Fudge, stick.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's great. Oh. All right. Did we cover all of our real estate topics?
I think so.
I think we're fine if we want to.
Okay. Any last words before we say our
Just make sure
goodbyes?
Killian watches this episode.
I'll tell her about it when I get home.
Hi, Killian.
Hi, Killian.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. We
Hi.
love you.
I'll say hi to you when I get home.
Killian.
Killian. Call her Killy. That's her nickname.
Killy.
Gilly.
Killy.
Inmate Killy.
Stop murdering, Kelly. Stop murdering.
She likes kill.
Kill?
A lot.
Oh, that's cute.
Seems aggressive to me. I prefer Killy. It seems a
She
little
says-
softer.
Yeah, you
It
think?
seems a little like crazier.
Kill with 1 L. She's very specific about that because obvious reasons.
How you spell her name?
HometeamForYou.com.
KILLIAN.
www.
See you next week.
Brendan's relationship.
Wah, wah, wah. And cut.
If you like content like this, consider watching some of these other videos, hitting the subscribe button. If you want to know what your house is currently worth, go to HometeamForYou.com and look at the free evaluation tool.